Omanpenin Dada Efri Adwaso. What was the state of the E block? And a so akodru saying, I didn't think soon I be a basin there. Abaning to me, ye, Badaroma.
Me chin in papa nti yeah me di brofun kakra be fra.
And your whole kind of see a pa. Yeah, gossip.
Good morning to everybody. Good morning to all your listeners. Until recently, until last 2 weeks, now me presiding member of the K2 South Municipal Assembly.
Okay.
So I'm not only the NPP chairman, I was also the presiding member of the assembly from 2017 till last 2 weeks.
Okay.
Until minimum a project ni hupa.
Ye tiyo pay.
Ansana Nana Addo, His Excellency Eba Akonya no sono. The state of the project was 30%. 30%. It was at only the first floor of the building. Nana Bayeno, or twice up to the 4th floor.
Or say na 30%.
30% complete. And as I'm speaking to you, project 90% completed. Omo apenti, omo rufi, omo yebibia.
I wish I had these pictures.
Me pictures no met me.
You cry your hanky into screen, but we are having a little hitch.
So over the 4 years period and a 5 years period, we moved from 30% to 90% completion. And
more abandoning.
Exactly. It was not it isn't an abandoned project, it's an ongoing project. So it's not true. Say it was abandoned.
Okay. Now, Aflao, a year to South Mompotemo.
Yeah.
More school, a year senior high school.
There were 4 senior high schools.
Oh, okay.
There was St. Paul's Secondary School. There was Some Secondary School. There was 3 Town Secondary School. And there was Kliko Sectec. So 4. I was K2 South Municipal. No.
And Tinanka way back home.
Nanka way back home. So in Aflautra, there were 3 traditional areas.
Okay.
So Aflautra traditional area, no. And I was St. Paul's Secondary School. I'm an old student of that school.
Okay.
So and also, so the Aflao traditional area, no, we have the rural Aflao and the urban Aflao. So the St. Paul Secondary School, no, and no, the rural Aflao. But it's a big secondary school. So it's the urban, the main urban town, no, and away, that school way.
Okay. Okay. All right. But hold on, mommy. We were Solomon Kuboji, NDC chairman.
Okay.
Honorable Memoache.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Now, what to say?
I don't speak your language, so...
No problem. It's okay. Let me ask of this project that is in contention this morning. I'm just speaking to Haliga, who says that the project as they took off was just 30% completed. They have done it up to 90%. So in the first place, it's not abandoned. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, in responding to a comment that was said by Togbe Fiti, had said that if it's an ultimatum, then Togbe Fiti should go and do it himself. But after, he said every project that has to do with education will not be abandoned. Let me hear your response to the issue.
Okay, good morning to your listeners. I'm happy to be part of the discussion that is ongoing as far as this classroom block is concerned. The classroom block was started during the Mahama administration. When we lost power to the MPP, they have taken over and they are working on it steadily. But it's like it's long overdue that most of the schools that have been abandoned, ours have reached a stage where a serious attention must be taken so that completion can be done for our children to have access to it. But what I listened to the MPP chairman saying, Aflau, we have three traditional areas.
That's right.
But the only secondary school that Aflau has does not even belong to the government. It belongs to the Catholic mission. And it's not being used as a minor seminary, which we were all students of that school. So the densely populated area, which is Aflau, urgently need a secondary school, which the paramount chief is fighting for. So he gentlemanly or respectfully was just asking the Minister of Education to speed up so that the next academic year the school can be open for his children to have access to the school. This should not be the third World War. So we're surprised and taken aback that our Excellency should be rhetoric and give a disrespectful reply to our enviable chief who is being developmental oriented for the past 25 years on the throne, known worldwide for being a very sober, humble person who always fight for development. So we, the youth and stakeholders in this community, are very agitated and worried about the reply given to our chief, because the free SHS is given to the whole Ghanaian to be enjoyed. And Aflaw is not being part of it because there is no such school that free SHS is taken off.
Okay.
So the chief is not mad. He was just gentleman, was approached by the minority, and was also given his version or his views as not a spectator but an active member of this country.
All right.
So,
Mr. Haliga.
Yes, sir.
What's your Solomon Kumoji? If you tell me so, only in Accra they call the same school.
Me or no, any of him in a classmate.
Kumoji ne Haligane or him, we are your classmates.
I was even the spokesperson for the chief for 10 years.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So the response that the president gave to the fun say, because every movie said the way the question was put, entino no suyi anosa, entino fault on my penny baby and ye. Bimusufi said nanko my penny could have also been a bit moderate in his response.
On my penny nipa, on my penny nipa. Say na sa question. The journalist this a question, and but that was not even what the chief said.
Okay,
that was not what even the chief said. That was what was reported by the media.
The media no necessary.
And this is for no, the agenda been a call, which played into the game. It played into the game of the NDC. I want to hear propaganda. NDC for Baho propaganda.
Say, yeah, abandoned project. No?
Exactly. Well, if you listen to the NDC chairman, clearly, it means work is ongoing steadily. So, how come the minority caucus from Parliament reported that the project was abandoned? A project that the constituency chairman of NDC is saying is going on steadily. How come it was reported in the media that the project was abandoned? Ask yourself. So it was.
And about saying, how are you taking it? MPP, Monamo power, or Mampenia Samawa Kane. Utie, Mr. Kumoji, I'll say the people are agitated and they are not happy because to them, no, it's like their chief has been disrespected. We are not saying.
Oh, and then it's actually it's like that. But what is this just a storm in the teacup? When he said His Excellency the President, any topic still we are down for power. We there, a 1 week, no, one kasa be kasa.
Jidi se ombe kasa.
Oh, me jidi pa, we are down for power.
Mr. Kuma Jidi na walker. Na yempeja.
Sir, is it for my classmates and I, there's no need for us to play any politics into this.
Okay.
Because this is between Togbi and the President of Ghana.
Okay.
Despite the fact that it was a minority caucus of education that went there wearing NDC cloud or whatever, does not mean that the president has the audacity to speak to our chief anyhow.
Okay.
So whatever will be happening in Aflau from today has nothing to do with MPP or NDC.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. What you're watching on TV, yeah, well, just a minute near Kwaba. The old picture, I'm the Tosono, Mra, Omampeni Frejaso, the state of the project. Yeah, Omampeni Dada Mama Frejaso, no, 30%, that's what they say, 30%. And I'm sure TV, no, so.
Say Nana project.
And as a CA, so project, no, any.
Maybe a bit
And you know, you can't use a word like abandoned for this project. Maybe it is slow. Maybe for 5 years the expectation was like, oh, maybe. But now, come maybe. I want to see how permitted you know.